At first, your truth was dismissed, but then someone took it upon themselves to dig deeper. They came back, watched the video, and discovered undeniable evidence that you had been telling the truth all along. This person is now determined to make things right. They are not satisfied with merely knowing the truth. They are ready to act. Everything you claimed has now been verified by the footage. You now have an ally with the authority to rewrite the narrative and set the record straight. A person prepared to address anyone who may have been hurt by the falsehoods spread about you. The undeniable evidence of the reality that unfolded while they presumed no eyes were watching, thinking their actions were forever concealed, is now no longer a matter of speculation. This is no longer just your word against theirs. Someone has seen the entire raw footage, and they were stunned by the truth of what happened to you. The violations, the manipulations, the intentional dismantling of your character. This revelation struck them like a lightning bolt on parched ground, shattering everything they thought they knew. They gasped, trembled, and found it difficult to breathe as they processed the weight of their misunderstandings. The damaging rumors that circulated about you were not mere gossip. They were meticulously crafted narratives designed to dismantle your character, employed as weapons shaped by envy and malice to sever your connections and tarnish your reputation. Even those who claimed to love you could not overlook these convincing tales, which were laced with just enough truth to make them palatable. But you are not just anyone. The person who unearthed this truth is now engulfed in their own regret. Each moment they chose to listen to external voices over their own inner sense of peace is replaying in their mind. They feel the metal-like taste of betrayal lodged in their throat. They see clearly now how they had ignored their instincts when they hinted at your innocence, while also drinking deeply from the poisoned cups offered by others. Swimming in the murky waters of gossip, they can hardly fathom their former blindness. Red flags concerning your accusers, discrepancies, changing narratives, a thinly veiled sense of satisfaction masked by feigned concern, flapped in front of their eyes, screaming warnings they willfully chose to ignore. Now, the sirens wail incessantly in their mind, illuminating everything in the wake of the truth. The jealousy aimed at you can no longer disguise itself as righteousness or genuine concern. Something deep within stirred in these individuals as a result of your shining light. Your effortless brilliance ignited a desperate fury in them. They were enraged by the genuine power you possess, your magnetic presence, and your innate talents. They delicately sowed seeds of doubt, leading others to believe those thoughts originated within themselves. Through deft manipulation and selective storytelling, they rewrote your narrative, creating a false version of who you are and selling that fabrication as reality. Their fear of your authentic power, coupled with their determination, required a psychological architecture capable of sustaining such a deception. If you have received God's grace, share it. Navigate to Chosen One's sanctuary. Your generosity creates waves of grace, blessing lives and promoting His kingdom. Let His abundance overflow through you. Your response is a testament to your unique cosmic mark. While the storm surges around you, you have sought refuge in an inner sanctuary, not in defeat, but in divine strategy. You chose to rise above as others anticipated your downfall. While they waited for you to falter, you focused on profound healing. When the external world failed to offer you the safety, nourishment, integrity, and respect you deserved, you provided it for yourself. Your unwavering connection to the divine is evident in your choice to honor yourself when others chose to dishonor you. Your divine destiny was affirmed when your essence remained intact amid the chaos surrounding you, something your critics never anticipated. Their scorn paved the way for your resurgence. Their absence fostered your growth. allowing you to cultivate independence, which fortified your spiritual strength far beyond that of mere comfort. You channeled their anger into fuel for your elevation. You transmuted their destruction into creativity, transforming their venom into healing. You have been held in the thoughts of the one who now recognizes the truth. They have viewed your hidden, cherished moments, despite the outward divide. Every time they attempted to forget you, your spirit lingered in their consciousness. Your essence haunted them, your face surfacing everywhere, your memory echoing in a way they could not silence. They tried to mask your impact with new relationships and distractions, convincing themselves that inferior substitutes could fill the void you left. Yet nothing could truly replace the authentic bond they shared with you. Nothing could quench their thirst for your unique light. Nothing could rival the distinct resonance of your combined energy. Arriving at their ultimate case-closed moment, they pieced together the puzzle, observing discussions, tracking trends, compiling evidence, and ultimately viewing the actual video. The pieces fell into alignment, providing them a crystal-clear view of the collective truth, and unraveling the web of deception spun around you. The fabrications crafted by jealous hands have been dispelled by the unwavering solvent of truth. The structure of lies has collapsed under its own weight of inconsistencies. The intricate narrative concocted about you has been exposed as pure fiction. It's undeniable. You have always spoken the truth. A profound awakening has been triggered within them. A mere apology cannot address the depth of their failures towards you. The burden of their betrayal is far too heavy for conventional expressions of remorse to bear. The violation they committed cannot be rectified by wooden gestures of contrition given the magnitude of the hurt they caused. The moment you chose to break away from the crowd, stop consuming their toxins, and stop thinking like someone ensnared in a rigged game, something shifted within your very DNA. Chosen ones, as the world numbs itself with distractions, a metamorphosis has begun. Your ancestors felt the change, and you became the evolution that the archons have feared for generations. Cell by cell, thought by thought, dimension by dimension, you have arisen. So, if you bring your offering to the altar, and they remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar. Go first and reconcile with your brother. Matthew 5:23-24 paints a vivid picture of a man at the altar with a handful of gold, poised to present his offering. Yet the heavens remain silent. The skies stay still. Because heaven does not respond to empty gifts. It seeks clean hands and a pure heart. Before he can be blessed, before the offering can be accepted, he has one crucial task. He must make amends. This is precisely where they find themselves now. Their soul has been stopped in its tracks by a demand larger than mere guilt. It is a divine call to action. They are confronted with a spiritual truth. Until they find peace with you, nothing in their life can ever align properly. This goes beyond mere appearances, and is not simply for the sake of quelling guilt. This is karmic accountability, pure and simple. The universe has inscribed your name on their soul's unfinished business, and they can no longer escape it. They now comprehend the weight of their silence, the cost of their comfort at your expense, the consequences of their silence when you needed someone to stand beside you. Now, the pressure mounts. Spirit will not grant them rest until they balance the scales. They are devising a plan not only to apologize, but also to take action that speaks louder than any "I'm sorry" could ever convey. Their task transcends mere fence mending. It demands the restoration of what was fractured in the eyes of the divine. Make no mistake, this is not just a matter between you and them, it is a matter between them and God. Their breach of the divine agreement was not solely about loyalty to you, it was about fidelity to truth itself, Until they step forward, until they take action toward restoration, the blessings they seek will remain elusive. The doors they wish to open will stay closed, and peace will remain out of reach. So prepare yourself, for when they return, it will be with more than mere words. They are now under the weight of divine direction. Their soul has received its marching orders. When universal laws demand action, mere words will never suffice. Only true restitution, tangible change, and sacred restoration will fulfill heaven's sense of justice. The repercussions extend beyond your primary accusers. Those who remained silent while your character was tarnished must contend with their own spiritual ripple effects. Those who saw your true nature yet didn't speak up during your time of need are now facing the light of cosmic scrutiny. In the realm of universal justice, those who witness your suffering yet turn a blind eye to it carry equal responsibility. Their choice to remain neutral amidst blatant injustice amounts to tacit support for your oppressors. Their silence during your moments of need is a betrayal as damaging as any act of aggression. Every moment of inaction on their part has implicitly validated your suffering. This cosmic reality is affirmed by the evidence at hand. Even if they stood by without intervening, the karma they receive is undeniable. In the eyes of the universe, both active participation and passive observation create the need for balance on the scales of justice. The words they chose not to speak, words that might have taken courage, now haunt them in the stillness of the night. They're waking in fear of what they failed to do, what they could have said but didn't. It dawns on them that the price of their ease has come at your expense. You did not simply stumble into this situation. You were led here. If you feel something stirring within you, do not ignore it. Join us at Chosen One Sanctuary to unlock exclusive content, prophetic insights, and connect with a community of purpose-driven individuals. This is more than a mere membership. It's your moment of alignment. Step into the realization of your true self. Welcome to your chosen path. This unveiling is a confirmation that you are protected by forces beyond our comprehension, and the timing of your vindication aligns seamlessly with the divine order of the cosmos. It has become increasingly difficult for others to dismiss the brilliance of your unique spirit. The wheel of fortune has turned, landing precisely where the universe intended. This occasion heralds your divine purpose and the protection that comes with it, offering gratification beyond merely being proven right. Your endurance through the tempest positions you for elevation from a vantage point your critics can only grasp from beneath. Your unbreakable bond with the Source is evident in the transformation from who you once were to who you've become through this trial. The fresh beginnings promised are now manifesting. Opportunities that once eluded you are now abundant. Connections that were severed are rekindling with newfound strength and clarity. Doors once shut are now swinging open with ease. You find yourself seamlessly entering the universal flow that previously felt elusive. Cosmic dust has settled upon the obstacles they intended to place in your way, and those barriers have been systematically dismantled by forces advocating for your cause. You are stepping into your authentic self with a renewed power and clarity. The reputation they sought to tarnish has been restored, and what they aimed to break you with has become the foundation of your recovery. As you move forward, remember that the universe needed this evidence to emerge. Your vindication was not merely a coincidence, it fulfills a cosmic necessity. This frequency is essential for a collective awakening. Beyond the quest for personal justice, your journey supports a larger narrative of light, triumphing over darkness at this critical evolutionary juncture. The onlookers who wronged you will watch from afar until they earn the privilege to be closer through genuine atonement. Their remorse will deepen in alignment with your ascent, as each indicator of your success reveals the loss they inflicted upon themselves. The person who recognizes your truth feels this weight acutely. Their soul grasps the monumental cosmic significance of their past failures towards you. They perceive the genuine opportunity that effective atonement presents and recognize that reconciliation can lead to mutual elevation. They approach you now not as desperate seekers of forgiveness, but as transformed beings equipped with evidence of their enlightenment. They arrive with a newfound awareness, ready to honor your truth through their actions. How you respond is entirely your decision. Your boundaries are valid, no matter how they evolve. Your timelines for trust are legitimate, irrespective of their urgency. Your conditions for reconnecting are appropriate, regardless of how impatient they may become. Your healing deserves full respect, even as they express eagerness for resolution. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. Isaiah 54:17. Picture a tree weathering a mighty storm. Its branches thrash, its leaves are torn as thunder rumbles. Yet its roots remain deep in a hidden sanctuary, unaffected. That tree may bend, but it won't break. It is held firm by what lies beneath the chaotic storm. That, dear one, is you. Though the tempest has raged, your roots are nourished by divine soil. The evidence they once thought would never come to light, the video they believed couldn't possibly exist, is here now, not by chance, but by divine assignment. This evidence not only affirms your argument, but also attests to your journey. It validates the insights you held, even when others dismiss them as confusion. This isn't just personal vindication, it's a spiritual affirmation. You are not merely someone who spoke the truth. You are a bearer of truth, navigating through manipulation, gaslighting, character attacks, and the chilling silence around you. And now, the same divine force that shielded you is same one illuminating the evidence. This is no random act of justice, but a manifestation of heavenly design. You are now positioned as a spiritual leader. You act not from a place of reaction, but with discernment. You do not respond from bitterness, you maintain balance. Rather than oscillating between revenge and passivity, you stand in a sacred center where protection meets compassion. This illustrates one refined by fire, yet still brimming with the sacred oil of wisdom. The proof you possess does not merely affirm your version of the events, it also confirms your vision. It elucidates that even when the world twisted your reality, you remained anchored in a higher truth. It shows your internal compass remained steadfast, while external forces sought to distract you. They endeavored to label you broken, yet the divine was crafting a leader. The truth now stands unassailable. You stand alongside it, unwavering, unashamed, undeniably chosen. Your connection to the truth is unbreakable. Reflect on what this insight reveals about your spiritual nature. While others faltered in deceit, you adhered to authentic perception. You chose solitude over losing touch with your soul's knowledge, while others compromised their integrity for acceptance. These qualities are not forged, purchased, or taught. They are inherent elements of your divine blueprint. They validate your role in the greater awakening occurring on earth. They affirm your calling as a truth-bearer amid increasing deceit. The one bringing evidence to you has gained a deeper understanding of this aspect of your character. They discern qualities in you that explain why those of lesser frequency targeted you. They realize the attacks on you were ultimately attacks on the truth you personified. This understanding only amplifies their resolve to make amends. Their commitment to rectifying this injustice transcends social obligation. It arises from a profound appreciation for divine justice. With their gathered evidence, they present the video that substantiates your experience and offer their newfound understanding alongside it. Their drive to pursue genuine reconciliation comes from an energy distinctly different from superficial apologies or public relations strategies. Remember this essential truth: their transformation bolsters your cosmic mission. Their awakening fulfills your divine purpose, and their acknowledgement of your truth propels your spiritual journey forward. The unfolding of events will be exquisitely timed by the divine. The battle between truth and falsehood will emerge precisely when necessary to maximize collective awakening. The exposure of those who sought to tarnish your character will happen at the moment most vital for full vindication. And the restoration of relationships with those deserving of second chances will unfold perfectly for mutual upliftment. Your task remains clear but profound. Continue to stand in your authentic self. Uphold the boundaries that protect your sacred energy and trust the insights guiding you through the haze of confusion. In this divinely orchestrated moment, allow the universal forces that guard your truth to enact just outcomes. The truth has been confirmed, the evidence is secure, and your vindication arrives in the exact moment prescribed by cosmic design. Not a moment too soon or too late. What was once denied becomes irrefutable. What was once murmured now resonates loudly. What was hidden is now fully revealed. Your truth stands validated, elevating your spiritual authority beyond simple acknowledgement. This trial has solidified your calling as a truth-bearer. This darkness has only served to strengthen your capacity to carry light, and this distortion has affirmed your role as a frequency holder. Your divine purpose has never overlooked you. The cosmic design has never forgotten your essence, and the universal forces have continuously stood by your side. You were temporarily set apart, not as a punishment, but as a means of protection, creating a sacred space for the transformation essential before your vindication can emerge and fulfill its vital role. Carry yourself with the confidence of one whose spiritual insight has been thoroughly validated. Speak with the authority of one whose truth has been defended by the cosmos, and hold your ground in the energy of this confirmation. The individual who brings forth this evidence arrives with a transformed state of consciousness. They come not just with proof of your truth, but also with their own enlightenment. They approach with more than mere apologies. They carry a promise of reconciliation. They arrive prepared to demonstrate through consistent actions what their words alone could never entirely express. This moment represents both cosmic alignment and personal affirmation. The mass awakening occurring during this pivotal evolutionary period is supported by your journey, even in solitude. Your steadfast dedication to the truth exemplifies the spiritual fortitude required in these times of escalating dishonesty. Despite the attempts to distort your reality, your capacity to maintain an authentic perspective serves as a beacon for others navigating similar challenges. Although the process may appear slow to the human eye, divine justice operates at precisely the right tempo that the universe has orchestrated. Now embodies the ultimate purpose within the universal framework, and your vindication manifests at this very moment. For every soul involved in this spiritual learning experience, the timing of this revelation magnifies its transformative power. As you receive the proof that validates your experience, remember that your journey was never random. Beyond the justice you seek, the violations you endured, the character assassination you faced, and the isolation you experienced all held a significant purpose. Your spiritual constitution proved resilient enough to withstand the strain necessary for this enlightenment, which is why you were selected for this mission. While ordinary spiritual journeys might have yielded to these trials, ordinary souls would have faltered under such burdens, and conventional consciousness would have cracked under the pressure. Through a process that would have overwhelmed lesser beings, you maintained your integrity because of your exceptional cosmic design. It's important to clarify that what occurred to you transcends mere narrative or shared experience. Your soul emits frequencies crucial for planetary awakening. Hence, the cosmic forces have uniquely positioned you within this crucible. As your spiritual alchemy transforms the violations you confronted, it generates the healing codes needed at this evolutionary juncture. Your path serves to both reflect and heal the collective experience. Those who actively or passively participated in the assault on your character embody archetypal energies resistant to ascension. Yet, your journey through this betrayal creates quantum pathways for others struggling with similar soul contracts. When the individual steps forward, presenting irrefutable evidence of your violation and forthcoming vindication, recognize this for what it is: the commencement of a sacred timeline designed to hasten the community's liberation from falsehood. The pressure stemming from your experiences has facilitated the crystallization of new structures of consciousness, allowing for the reception of higher frequencies of truth. As you embrace the energy of complete vindication, bear in mind that the same divine intelligence that orchestrated your trials has also prepared unimaginable blessings awaiting your acceptance. Perfect equilibrium is demanded by the cosmic scales. The heights of your elevation correlate with the depths of your suffering. What was taken from you will be restored sevenfold. What was dismantled will be reconstructed with materials of superior frequency. And what was lost will be replaced with treasures of far greater spiritual significance. Walk the revered path of one whose divine calling has been cosmically acknowledged, and inhale the elevated air of total spiritual affirmation. For your essence endures within the fabric of cosmic truth, and your truth receives eternal validation. Subscribe to Chosen One Sanctuary to continue your journey of enlightenment and connection.